Hi, today is the first day of spring. It's March 18th. As I say in a video in a couple of seconds, it starts at 10:50 in the morning. Now, when we're talking about spring and we're talking about what it's like outside, well, today's rainy. It's not that great, but it does mean that the sun's directly overhead, and I'll explain that in the video. But spring, more of like the season-wise, is there's a lot of things that are going on. You're probably hearing some birds coming out, and some people say, well, the robins are back. They never really go away that far. The eagles are, they have their babies in the nests, and right now they've been sitting on the ice or in trees close by the water getting food for their babies. And you can see them quite a bit, and they're kind of clumping together. And also a lot of water and rain going in. And bugs are going to be coming out pretty soon. So there is a video that I've linked to. It's a SciShow video. It's the redhead woman, Jessie, who's like overly enthusiastic, and it makes it seem like it's a kid video, but really there's a lot of higher level science, maybe like 7th to 8th grade science in there. So I've linked that video, so click on that and take a look at that. That's like a few shows together. I have a couple questions for you on they should be on Shobi, and please just respond with the comments with your answers to those. And the video that's following this one on how spring works, take a look at that. The reason we have different seasons is because of the tilt of the earth. As you can see in this drawing, this is the best one that I could find. The tilt of the earth is right around there if you see it. It's not straight up and down. It's tilted 23.5 degrees. Now that causes all of these seasons that we have. It's because of where the sun kind of focuses on more, which is more directed to the sun, or which side of the earth is closer to the sun. In the summer, you see from this drawing, the northern hemisphere is tilted more towards the sun. So that means we get more direct sunlight, and it makes it warmer out, and that's our summer. At the same time, the southern hemisphere, that's tipped away from the sun, so that's their winter time. It's going to be cooler out. The tipping of the sun also has to do with how long the days are, because not really how long the days are, but how much sunlight we have. Because in the northern part, that's tipped more towards the sun will set later. As the earth revolves around the sun, it goes around the sun. Because of that tilt, different parts of the earth are facing the sun more. So in the summertime, the northern hemisphere is facing more. In the fall, right around September 21st or 22nd, it's actually, the sun will be directly over the equator, at least how the earth is tilted. In the winter, it'd be somewhere around on December 21st, that's the winter solstice. That would be like the shortest day of the year, meaning the shortest daylight of the year. And this is when we last talked about it. The southern hemisphere is tipped towards the sun. Ours is away, so our days get really shorter because it's tipped away. Right now, as of this morning, at 10:50 in the morning, the sun will be directly over the equator, and it's called the vernal equinox. Somewhere along the line, spring and vernal, maybe it's Latin or something like that, are the same thing. So today at 10:50 in the morning, our time, the sun will be directly over the equator. We'll have pretty close to 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark, the vernal equinox.